Namaste friends, welcome back to the web technology video learning series. We have been covering various fundamental aspects of HTML so far. We have learnt about different kinds of text formatting and also tables and links. But what we have not covered so far is how do I make a list in a HTML. We can easily make a list by putting inside a paragraph. That is okay. But is there a native support for lists in HTML? Now, before all of this, right, for some of you, what is a list? A list is either an ordered or an unordered, meaning either a numbered or unnumbered list of items. Let's say we want to say what are different subjects that are offered in a college, or what are different items that we need to buy when we go to a grocery shop, right? Sometimes we put numbers against them because the numbers make sense. Sometimes we don't put a number because the list is all that we know we need. There is no importance of any order or a number. These are various lists. And if you are coming from a Microsoft Word or a PowerPoint background, you know exactly what these are. This is all bullets in numbering that we are talking about. HTML has native support for such a list, and it has little bit more support actually. Let's see. There are three kinds of lists that are possible in HTML. The first one is an ordered list. An ordered list is where you have numbers against the items. 1, 2, 3. This is a numbered list that we call in Word or any word processing document or software. An example is there on the screen. A list of courses that are offered in a college: postgraduate, graduate, and intermediate. These are the courses that are offered in a college. I mean, in reality, you will have more courses, but this is an example. This is a numbered list. That is the most important one. The next one is called an unordered list. An unordered list is what we usually call as a bulleted list. Again, there is an example out there. What are various subjects that are offered in a particular college? There is Sanskrit, there is computer science, and there is philosophy. Note that there are no numbers against these items. They are just bullets, which means that the order is not much of an importance. That is what is conveyed over here. And then there is a descriptive list. A descriptive list is something that is new, as in it we don't really see them in Word or a PowerPoint or any other word processing software. What is a descriptive list? A descriptive list has two parts. A descriptive list is a combination of multiple smaller lists, each smaller list having a heading equivalent. Okay. You can see an example. There is an example that says that gives a list of teachers against each subject in a college. And this is a who's who on the subjects, of course, but this is a hypothetical list. It says for Sanskrit subject, Panini, Patanjali, Bhattoji Dikshita, and Nagesha Bhatta will offer teaching. And for the philosophy subject, Shankara and Vajaspati Mishra offer teaching. It's a great college if there is one such like this. But the important point is there are two lists, but then from a HTML point of view, it's the same list. It is one descriptive list. So it is useful to have such a list because it you will see when we know CSS that it is very easy to convert this into a nicely formatted list. For that reason, a descriptive list is very, very important. Now, how do I do this in HTML, right? So this is how it shows up on the screen. But how do I do this in HTML? Naturally, there are tags for each of these items. And before any of that, the individual items are called list items, and the top level items are the list items. Let's look at the source code first. Now, on the left hand side on the screen, you have the source code. and the right hand side you have how it gets displayed in a browser. Line number 6 to 10 on the left hand side show you how an unordered list is done. The unordered list is done with a UL tag. UL is a unordered list tag. It is a parent tag. And then inside the UL tag, you will see that lines 7, 7, 8 and 9, these are all individual list items. List item is an LI tag and it is a parent tag as well. Whatever we put in between the beginning and the ending tag of the LI tag is what is displayed as an item on the screen. Because it is an unordered list, we can see that the browser has chosen to put a dot over there. Now, if ever we want to change the appearance of this dot to something else, it is possible through a CSS. But this is the standard. I mean, everyone, wherever we go, the bulleted list is essentially a set of dots. Now, the second example is an ordered list, which is between 14 and 16, 14 and 18 on the screen on the left hand side. The ordered list naturally has an OL tag as a beginning tag and it is a parent tag. And the individual list items are also the same LI tag as with the unordered list. Nothing should be new for you here. Nothing should be very different. On the right hand side, you can see that the ordered list is shown with a numbered items as opposed to bulleted items in an unordered list. The third list is a definition list. I think there is a small mistake in the screen. It's a definition list. The definition list is with a tag that is DL, which is on the left hand side. It is from 22 to 33. The main tag here is DL and it's a parent tag, and inside for the text of the description or a definition there is a DT tag, and individual items are encoded inside a DD tag. Okay, it is not using LI tag for list items. That is something that we have to be familiar or clear about. It should not be confused with an LI tag. The individual list items in a definition list or a description list is encoded in a DD tag, and the main if you will subheading of each of the individual smaller lists is encoded in a DD tag. Both DT and DD tags are parent tags. On the screen you have two such smaller lists. One is Sanskrit, other is a philosophy. Okay, so this is a very small video and it covers most of what we should know about lists. I hope you find it useful. Thank you, and we'll see each other in the next class.